making Thursday, things we're making Thursday, yeah. Things we're making Thursday, things we're making Thursday, things we're making Thursday, yeah.
Oh, welcome to Krafting Kitty. My name is Erin, and it's Thursday, so it is time for Things We're Making Thursday. Try not to sing it, which you can probably tell from the intro jingle, which the jingle and the video was made by the wonderful Jess from J-Hook Magic and her husband for all of us to use when making these. So thank you, Jess. I love it. I still love it. I'll say it every time. It's wonderful. But what is Things We're Making Thursday? It is a collaboration between an ever-expanding group of YouTubers and non-content creators who are all working on the same free pattern every month together. You could also be working on prior patterns we made. There is no time constraints. You do it whenever it works for you and whatever makes you happy. We are here for it. We love it. So we started with a blanket. We did a basket. We did pillows. We're being awesome over here. But what we did this month, so our April project, was the Greek Goddess wrap crochet pattern from Caitlin Jenkins at Caitlin's Contagious Creations. I think last week I said Contagious Crochet. It's Caitlin's ContagiousCreations.com. That is her free, that's her blog. You can also pay $3 and get the pattern through, I think it's both Etsy and Ravelry, but I absolutely know Ravelry. I have black and white, but that's what it was. This pattern was designed using the Lion Brand DK Woolies version, which is no longer in production. So we were all kind of having to forge our own way. Of course, DK, many people went with Mandala, which is what I did. I used a bonus bundle in the colorway Golem, Golem, and I adore it. This is my final wrap. So, got caught on something. So here's my final wrap, and I love it. I did not complete 5 pattern repeats. So I finished in the middle of my 5th pattern repeat, and I'm okay with it because I think it is a great size for me. I love it. This is going to be so much fun. Her pattern does have you do a total of, I think it is a total of 49 or 45 rows. Let me see. It says, yep, total of 49 rows. So it says repeat certain rows 5 more times, a total of 6 times. So according to her pattern, it should have taken exactly my cake to finish it. It did not. I was short a pattern repeat, but like you see, I think it's a very good size for me. I'm not worried about that at all. I did use, this is a weird discrepancy. The pattern on the blog asks for a 5.25 millimeter crochet hook. I know Melanie from Lithalia's Little Hook purchased the pattern, and in that pattern it does say 5.5, which is all the eye hooks I have. I didn't know it could come in a 5.25, so I'm not sure if that's a typo or if it was meant to be. So I could have used this slightly larger hook. I don't know. I don't know if I tend to crochet looser than other people. I think I might, except for Bod. I think I'm tighter than Bod because, bag o' day, my hats, when I make her hats, they always turn out smaller than she says. So I think I might be tighter than her, but looser than others, if that makes any sense. But anyway, she said really gauge wasn't important here. You could really use any size you wanted. Just make it yours. And I agree. I think this stitch repeat would look great in any size yarn. Just size up to an appropriate sized hook and you're golden. I would love to see this in a lighter. So this is a DK. I'd love to see this in a 2-weight yarn. I think that would be beautiful and drapey and glorious for like a summer wrap. I am liking it. It is done. I completed my task for this month, and I love this colorway. Thank you guys for steering me correctly in this colorway. If you recall, at the beginning of the month, I had 2 potential colorways, and this one won. And you guys know what you're talking about, let me tell you. So thank you. Okay, so since it is the final Thursday of the month, we can announce what we're doing for, I almost said April, what we're doing for May. We're stretching it again. We're stretching Erin's crochet ability. And we are doing, try the new things, do the hard things. I stacked my patterns on top of each other, so I just got to do a little arranging. We are making Gary the giraffe. It is a free amigurumi pattern from Premier. So you can get this for free on Premier.com. It is, I think it was a 3-page pattern when I printed it out. Yep, 3 pages. So, this is stretching me in multiple ways. First of all, amigurumi. I have thus far made 3. Okay, I made the jellyfish. I made the snake that went to Colleen. And then I made, when I first started creating, I made teddy bears for the kids following Bod's teddy bear pattern. I guess I should count those as amigurumi. So I made those 2. I made the jellyfish. I made the snake. I feel like I'm forgetting something I made. That's okay. I'm limited in my amigurumi experience, and we're doing this. And on top of that, it uses retro velvet, which is a Premier yarn. I am not a fan of the chenille velvety blanket yarns. I had a bad experience about 10 years ago, and it put me off. I'm being brave, and I got it. So I did not get the Premier retro velvet. I got these from my local Joann's. They were on sale, so I got Bernat velvet. But retro velvet is a bulky 5, and this they say is a bulky 5 as well. So they have roughly the same yardage per ball. And here we go. The one thing, this is a slightly darker yellow than the I almost said than the Bernat version, than the Premier version, and this is a slightly lighter brown. So my giraffe's gonna look a little different, but let's be honest, this giraffe is gonna look different regardless. But I am here for it. I am trying it, and come on this adventure with me. Come on the adventure with all of us. We have some very experienced amigurumi creators in the group. Heather with Strings and Threads. I want to say Jenna with Jenna Stitches has made a number of amigurumi, but I don't know right now. I do know Tiffany makes gorgeous gnomes, but I also know Tiffany is having to step back this month. So keep Tiffany from CMM Designs in your thoughts and everything. Love you, lady. But I know she won't be participating this month. But yeah, so there are a lot of experienced amigurumi people working this year in May to create this, which is exciting. Mel from Lethalia's Little Hook, I know she does amigurumi quite a bit. So you will have more experienced people to look at, and then total newbies like me. So there will be the range of experience levels creating this. It does say it is, I thought it was marked as a pretty like easy pattern, but now I'm not seeing that. I might be making it up in my head. I don't know. And it has you start with the magic ring. I never start with magic rings. It's you work it in pieces and then you sew it together, which I know some people don't like about amigurumi, but let's do this. Let's do this. I want to see a sea of giraffes. Let's do this. We can do it. We can do the hard things. Yes. Okay. I'm going to sign off now because I'm just blabbering at this point. But yes, please, if you want to make this, we have a Facebook group that Jenna from Jenna Stitches created. It's called Things We're Making Thursday. Join it. It'll be linked down below. This pattern will be linked down below, as will the Goddess Wrap pattern, if you're interested in either of those. And again, if you're working on patterns we made in the past, absolutely share it with the Facebook group. If you're a content creator and want to join in, email any of the ladies doing this. I believe everyone is a lady at this point. I've lost track of the list. I'll be honest. And yeah, we'll get you hooked up with the, there's an email chain everybody's on, and we'll get you hooked up with everybody else. If you don't do Facebook and you still want to make it and share pictures, please email. I believe anyone in the group would be happy to share your pictures, either with the Facebook group or in their videos, whatever you want. We're all about inclusivity. I do not believe you have to use a velvet yarn for this. I thought long and hard about giving in to my fear of the velvet blanket yarn and getting a Serenity Chunky 5 weight to do this. I think it would work fine. So I don't believe this pattern you have to do a bulky yarn. And I mean, I am not very experienced in amigurumi, but I think you could totally stash dive. This is the first month I have not stash dove. I had to buy these new for this. But yeah, I think you can stash dive and find whatever yarn works for you. And you don't have to have a yellow and brown giraffe. I want to see a pink and purple giraffe. I want to see a black and white giraffe. I want to see someone make a variegated giraffe with a solid color spot. Or I guess you can make a solid giraffe with a variegated spot, because there's some spots on here. Or, you know, the spot color is the same as like his nose and foot color. You could totally do solid body and variegate those. Let your imagination be your guide. I am excited. Let's do this. Okay, now I'm really gonna go because I said goodbye that I just kept talking. Okay, bye-bye. I'll see you later.